Okay, welcome back to Elite Strength and Conditioning. Here I'm going to take you through a series of exercises to help for any of you athletes out there who are experiencing any lower back pain. Alright, so we got about 8 exercises here or so that you can go through in about 10 or 15 minutes on a daily basis that will help you start to kind of get rid of some of that constant chronic back pain that you guys might be experiencing. Okay, this next exercise is going to help us work on unilateral hip flexion mobility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again lay on my back here, but this time both my feet will be locked out straight with my toes pulled up. My hands are flat on the ground. From here, I'm going to raise my right leg up, keeping both knees locked out. Toe pulled up as far as I can, and back down. I'm going to raise it up, hold for 1001, really trying to stretch, and back down. 10 on each side. All the way up, 1001, and relax. 10, and then repeat to the other side. 1001, and back. You can even hold it for as long as a 2 count if you really want to stretch it out there. 1001, 1002, and return. Next exercise is going to help us teach bilateral hip flexion mobility, as well as the importance of keeping that core nice and tight and everything as you're squatting. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to position myself with my hands and knees on the ground, and my back is going to be slightly arched here. Nice flat position, toes on the ground. I'm going to rock my butt back as far as I can without allowing my back to round, keeping my position, and then back to starting. Rock back as far as I can. Once again, not letting my back round, and then back. Hold for a 2 count. 1001, 1002, and then return to that neutral position with equal pressure on your hands and on your knees. And I'm rocking back again. 1001, 1002, and relax. Repeat that for about 10 reps. Next exercise we're going to do here is to help improve the length of the hip flexors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my back knee on an ES.C pad. Or a towel, or whatever you need, just to kind of soften the pressure on your knee there. My right leg is going to be forward. My chest is up, my stomach is sucked in tight. I have a nice tight core position. From here, I'm going to lunge forward, getting a good stretch down my left hip flexor, keeping my core nice and tight. Stomach sucked in, hold for a 2 count, and then relax back to the starting position, neutral, where I'm basically straight up and down. This bottom knee to shoulder, straight up and down position, lunging forward as far as I can. Back toe is down, front foot is flat on the ground, chest is up, hold for a 2, and then return. Repeat this for 10 reps on each side. This next exercise we're going to use is to help improve hip internal rotation mobility. So I'm going to lay on my back with my feet flat on the floor, my knees bent. Okay, but this time I'm going to keep my feet angled out at about a 45-degree angle right here. Alright, and from this position, I'm just going to think about trying to bring my knees together as close as I can to where they're touching without letting my feet come up off the ground. Keep my feet nice and flat. And then back. Go down, hold for a 2 count, 1001, 1002, and return. 10 reps. Okay, the next exercise we have here is to help improve hip extension. So very similar to a lot of the glute bridges that we do here in the gym. I'm going to lay on my back with my feet flat on the floor, my knees bent. I want my feet about 6 to 8 inches away from my heel, my hands straight. From here, I'm going to make sure I keep my stomach sucked in. I'm squeezing my abs, okay? I'm pushing my lower back into the ground, keep my stomach sucked in tight. I'm going to drive through my heels and raise up, squeezing my butt. Make sure I only raise my hips as high as I can, using my glutes without arching my back here. So once again, I'm keeping my back kind of rounded. I don't want to arch it up this way. So I'm pressing that back, keeping those abs sucked in. Drive through my heels, make sure it's all right there on my butt, and then relax. At the top, you can hold for about a 5 count. So squeeze the stomach in, drive through the heels, try to raise up close to parallel. If you don't quite get there, that's okay, as long as you're feeling it right there in your glutes. 5 seconds, and relax. At least 5 reps, 5 seconds, maybe even as many as 8 to 10. The next exercise we're going to do is to help train our gluteals to not only produce, but resist external rotation, okay, as we're squatting most of the time. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to lay with my body in a tucked position, my knees bent, my feet together and my knees together. Okay, my stomach sucked in tight right here. All right, now from here, I'm just going to make sure I want to rotate my knee, my top knee, as far as I can away, making sure that I'm focusing on rotating my hip and not my lower back. I don't want this lower back to rotate. So I want to raise my knee, keeping my lower back in that perfectly straight position. You'll notice if you can get your leg all the way up here, you're not doing it right. You're letting the back rotate. So notice, nice straight posture here. Just going to rise. I'm just going to raise my knee up, maintaining that straight position, and then back. Up and back. 15 times on each side, holding for a 1001, and relax. 1001. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do here is for extension of the thoracic spine once again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this roller, I'm going to sit right in front of it, I'm going to lay back on the roller, and I'm going to position it just below my shoulder blades here. Alright, from here, I'm going to take my hands and put them right behind my head and tuck my elbows in. Keep my feet flat and my butt on the ground the whole time. I'm going to extend back as far as I can, keeping those elbows tucked in, sticking my chest out, and then back. If you're able to go all the way down here, you're letting yourself relax. You really got to keep that chin tucked in, keep your shoulders back, keep your elbows pinched in tight. Extend, you'll really feel that stretch down the middle, and then back. Maintain that roller right below your shoulder blades, hold it for 1001, 1002, and return. 1001, 1002, and back. Next exercise we're going to do here is 90-90 hip mobilizations to help improve external rotation of our hips. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up in a chair nice and tall, with my left leg planted firm at about a 90-degree angle in my knee here. Okay, the lower the surface, the lower the chair, the more the stretch you're going to feel. So you need to make sure that you find an appropriate level chair. Okay, make sure it's not too high up or too low. Okay, this might actually be a little bit too high, but it'll work for our purposes here for me. I'm going to put my knee, or my heel right up on my knee here as I sit up nice and tall. My hands are going to grab my shin, and I'm just going to, sitting nice and firm, I'm just going to pull forward, maintaining a nice straight upper body position. I'm just going to pull forward so my chest goes right down to my ankle, straight down. I should be feeling a stretch here in my right hip, my right glute, really working on my external rotator. Hold it for about a 10 count, and then relax. Now you can hold this stretch a little longer, okay? If you're pre-workout, you might want to just hold it for about a 10 count for a few sets of 10. If this is post-workout, you can hold this for up to a minute if you want to really, really get that stretch in there. Alright, so work on that on each side. The first one here will be wall ankle mobility to help improve ankle mobility into dorsiflexion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with my hands are going to be pressed up against this wall, and my front foot is going to be flat, okay, on the floor here. Then I'm going to keep my back leg straight, and I'm just going to, I'm going to keep my back leg bent, and then I'm going to very easily, while keeping my right heel on the ground, drive my knee forward as far as I can, using my back leg just for balance. Driving forward, keeping that heel planted, nice and firm, holding for a 2 count, and then relax. Forward, and relax, just like that. Do at least 10 to 15, probably 15 reps on each side there. That doesn't take very long. Make sure you really feel that stretch right there down the front of your shins as you're really driving forward with your heel flat on the ground.